Happy Monday, Mon family, and happy November. The world feels so heavy right now. We're all juggling something: stress, uncertainty, survival. But if I can help you shift your mindset even a little and remind you to keep showing up, that I'm walking in my purpose with God. Because MON was never just mine. It's ours. It's your stories, your pick me up, your reminders that Mondays still matter and every day after. Now, between Hurricane Melissa, the government shutdown, people waiting on assistance and not knowing what's next, it's a lot. Even my Wi-Fi's been buffering from stress. So even if the season doesn't feel holiday ready, I get it. It's hard to find peace when everything feels so uncertain. But we got to hold each other down, and this is when we should all come together. Shout out to the TSA workers, the warehouse workers, the nurses, the teachers, and everybody who's, still working and not getting paid. Everyone's still showing up, even when it's hard. And let's be real, the last thing you want to think about now is the holidays. Every group chat already got that one auntie saying, "So who's hosting this year?" Girl, I just know it's not me. It's that November energy when you're trying to be thankful, but your anxiety is like, thankful for what? The bills, the emails, the seasonal depression. Oh my God, I can just cry right now. If you're on your way to work, or even scrolling through job listings because you're unemployed, and I know this market is so bad right now, just know the world is tough, but you are tougher. Keep showing up, even if all you got is a little bit of faith and a little bit of cafecito. And if nobody told you lately, I am proud of you. You've made it through every Monday you thought would break you. And that's something to be thankful for, especially this month. Pray for Jamaica and pray for the world. Welcome to Monday Over Negativity.
This is MON, still showing up.
Hosted by Idelys.
I know I definitely showed up, but you guys showed up this week, and these mom stories are actually so funny. So I know you guys have been there before because I know me personally, it happens every year. Okay. So this first mom story is from Amber on TikTok, and she said, "Every time it gets cold, my car wants to act brand new. The tire pressure light came on. I turned the music down." You know what's funny? Why is it when something serious happens, we always tend to put our music down? Like when we're searching for directions or something, or you're trying to find a place, like you turn the music down, like that's gonna do something. I mean, I'm guilty of it, but just saying. So, she kicked the tire pressure and it looked fine. But to make sure, she drove to the gas station. She went to the air machine. It hissed, she screamed, and she drove off with 3 good tires in faith. I mean, that's not low pressure. That's low motivation, because I would have asked somebody to help me. But to be honest, I feel like that would be the same situation the next day and the next day, because it's always like that when it's cold in the morning. So I would have asked for help, but when you still showed up when you drove to the gas station. Um, And then Jasmine wrote in and said, I didn't give out candy this year. Nope, lights off, blinds closed, phone on silent. She said these trick-or-treaters kept knocking anyways. One kid even yelled, I see you. Hold on. One kid even yelled, I see your TV on. She said, I got up, I turned that TV off too. Now we both in the dark, me and my boundaries. She said she peeped through the blinds and saw them walking away like, dang, she broke. No, because that's hilarious. Oh my God. Honestly, girl, we're not broke. We're just tired, okay? We're handing out naps, not candy this year. I mean, at least you showed up. You stood on business, okay, Mercedes? She would be so happy. Continue sharing your mom stories. And again, mom stories can be anything, any moment where you just showed up and you're just like, you know what, this is enough. And that's okay. We're just humans trying to make Mondays more humans and every day after. Okay. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with Mercury retrograde. That starts next week, okay? But somehow it hit me early. Last week was rough, like almost went to the hospital rough. My parents were worried, my nerves were shot, and my body was like, girl, log off. But there I was, still typing like I had 5 clones. Like I was just work, 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 work. And I was getting my 8 hours of sleep, but waking up tired. Like I fought demons in my sleep. And I kid you not, my wrist was literally throbbing. Like it hurt from all the typing. I'm obviously always, on my computer, if it's not work, typing of ideas of MON and just my creative outlet that just keeps spinning. I probably have carpal tunnel at this point. My back hurt, and I was drinking té de tilo, which I think is linden leaves, and chamomile. I keep messing with that name. I probably said that wrong. But anyways, I was snapping at everyone. Poor Mercedes even got it. And that's when it really got to me because it really wasn't them. I was just done. By Thursday, really stressed out. I was taking Let Me Chill and drinking tea like it was like a prescription at this point. And one thing that really saved me was my nephew because I feel like when you're around little kids, you forget about all the stress that you be going through. And apparently, it's not 6, 7 anymore. It's seis, siete. But it was exactly what I needed, which was joy. He made me laugh. And then by Friday, guys, I finally went to the eye doctor because I was seeing floaties again and I had to book that appointment. But I thought I was dying. And she said, you're fine. You're just aging, in short words. I said, ma'am, please don't age shame me. And she dilated my eyes and she was able to see the floaties. So anybody that was concerned, okay, I'm fine. And a good thing for my mom going with me, I know it's 27 and I'm still rolling with my mama, but when they dilated me, I couldn't see anything. Like I went to my grandma's house after because it was her birthday and I was eating my oxtails blind. And then Saturday came, which really was the cherry on top. And it was when Rena and Randy came. And hi, Penny, if you're watching this. And I was, venting to them. And they said to me, it's okay to slow down. You don't have to do everything at once. And they were right. I already did the hardest part, which Randy told me, which was start and be consistent. And I just needed to slow down before I started again. And hi, Randy. I know you're watching this. Hi, Rena. I know you're listening. And honestly, that's what I want to tell you. So if you've been running on fumes, snapping, tired, overwhelmed, this is your sign to breathe. You already did the hardest thing was show up. Sometimes the most productive things that you can do is reset. And what this makes me think is just how Do you ever just look at your parents and think, how did they have so much energy? Till this day, the most older folks in my family have more energy than me. Like they literally worked full time, raised kids, cooked dinner, cleaned the house, and still have energy to laugh, talk, and even iron their clothes for the next day. Meanwhile, us, like one shift, one team's call, one target run, and we already need a recovery day. But I don't say that to complain. I say that because the world has changed. And from what I've spoke earlier, right? The pace changed. Our parents worked hard physically, but now millennials, Gen Z, we're working hard mentally, emotionally, digitally, all day, every day. And you know what's crazy? And I always say this, in other countries, people actually live after work. In Spain, they take breaks during their day. And in France, people hit cafes after work, drinking coffee, talking, laughing. Like life ain't rushing nowhere. And then obviously in the Caribbean and in DR, they're outside with music, vibing after their shift, un colmadón, no matter the day. But here, we clock out and go right into overthinking, scrolling, cleaning, stressing, literally autopilot. It's like we don't know how to exist without doing something. But now it's on us to learn how to live, not just work, not just get through the week, but actually live. And I think that's why there's so many mental health awareness now, but we're not going to get into that. Again, I am not complaining, but what I'm trying to say in this morning to you as you are commuting is that it's okay to question where you're at right now because it's just so much going on. It's okay if you feel, damn, for lack of a better word, shit is tough, right? And we would see all of our loved ones or even people that used to be so happy in the past. And then you're always thinking, like, where has this world gone to? But whether you are surviving physically or whether you are surviving mentally from everything going on, either way, we're still showing up. You made it through every single week you swore would break you. So this week, I always say take a deep breath, whisper your prayer, and do what you can with what you have because that's more than enough. And one day you'll look back and say, wow, look how far I've came. And sometimes God doesn't need you to have it all together. He just needs you to believe even a little. And my grandma, mama, always said, si tuviera fe como un granito de mostaza. Even the tiniest bit of faith can move something big. Matthew 17:20 says, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. So if this week feels heavy, if you're just tired, unsure, stressed out, or just doing your best, hold on to that little grain of faith. And remember, ese granito de fe is enough for God to move mountains in your life. That little grain of faith is enough. And you'll look back one day and say, wow, mira lo lejos que llegué. Now, this Self Love Monday, do one small ritual that actually fills you. The one where you put down your phone and you don't scroll for validation. The one where you drive in silence instead of rushing to answer everyone's text. The one where you eat your food hot for once. That's a ritual too. It's not about isolating, it's about returning to yourself. So, whatever small ritual looks like, do it with presence because self love sometimes isn't about adding more. It's about finally giving yourself back the moments you've been giving away. Now, before I wrap up this MON and I close it out, I just want to say something that's been weighing on me and it really makes me emotional, and I'm not going to cry because someone close to me has been dealing with something that broke my heart to hear, and she came to me. And it wasn't just about being bullied, it was about being afraid to go somewhere they should feel safe. And that's not okay. No one, not a kid, not an adult, should ever feel afraid to show up as themselves. So if you are a parent, talk to your kids, be on top of it, teach them to be kind, to notice when something feels off, because kindness starts at home. And sometimes speaking up with love is what keeps someone safe, because you're just not raising children, you're raising the kind of adults the world's gonna have to deal with. And let me be real, okay? Because it's mom, we gotta be real. We all notice things, but that's the point. Notice, don't speak. Just because you think it doesn't mean you need to say it. Whether it's a BBL, Botox, weight loss, weight gain, that's their body, not your business. Words stick longer than looks. So mind yours, speak kindness, and if you can't, stay silent, because the same mouth that tears people down could be the one that lifts them up. The world is already heavy. The least we can do is make it gentler for somebody else. I don't even know if gentler is a word. And that's how we're ending MON. I know it took a turn. This is a very heavy episode, but I just had to put it out there. The world feels heavy right now, but we can still choose to share love and to show up and to make Monday and every day after feel a little bit more human. And remember that MON merch is out. I'm wearing our premium sweatpants. They're super comfortable, and I'll be dropping merch of different colors very soon. I have a surprise next month. Thank you all for supporting MON every single day and has decided to wear the MON set and to continue showing up. And if you want to get your merch, shop mon.us, because this movement isn't just Mondays, it's a mindset. And Mon family, if any of you are Scorpio, happy birthday. Remember, same time, same place, still showing up. Bye now.